Alrighty, y'all. What's going on? It's Count Dracula, the Volksdragon. Today we're going to be installing this gas tank actuator. You need the part number right here. I actually had to order this on eBay because it was not available literally anywhere. So yeah, here's what it looks like. Little motor. Here's what the kit comes with. This little spring thing that like pushes in and out. And then two screws. Two Phillips head screws. Probably gonna be the same for just about literally every Mark V from like 2005 to 2010. Let me put y'all in position now. So what you're gonna want to do is open the trunk. And then you're gonna go to this corner over here. I did this once before just to find out what it kind of looked like so that I was ordering the right part and looking for the right part number. Pull this little plastic pin out here with your hands. I usually just unscrew it by hand. Just right here. Just be really careful with this actual lamp because this thing is really, really hot, and I've burned myself before with it. You might be able to pull it out without having to without actually having to do this. I just like unplugging the actual light. I just like actually unplugging the light, and all you got to do is just pinch these two little clips right here and then pull it out, just because like I said, it's really hot. I don't even want to worry about bothering to touch that by accident. It's a pain. Pull this off, and all you got to do is slide that off. It's on these little plastic slides. That's about it. Sometimes it kind of just sounds loud when you pull it off of the clips, but it's not the end of the world. As you can see, right actually up in there. Let's see if I can actually stick my phone, the camera over there. See if I can stick something over there. Give you some visuals. As you can see right there, a couple Phillips heads. Right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull those off. It's gonna be a little difficult for me to record this because, like I said, this like what you're gonna do now is just lift it up and pull this out of this little socket. And then what you're gonna do is pinch this little clip right here. Pinch the little clip, lift up. And then once you do that, you're gonna pull this way towards the back of the car. It does appear to be the right part. Like I said, I had to buy the part on eBay. I looked everywhere for the part. Everywhere was sold out. I haven't checked on a local dealership. Seems to be the exact same part. They both seem to align with each other. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. I guess I'll start these screws here because that's kind of how it is right there. I know this is a bad angle, but you have to put this little box, this boxy piece through here in order to actually get the gas tank to go and lock. I'm actually gonna just open this real quick. And we'll see if this fits in there. Yeah, you see it? It's supposed to stick out just ever so slightly through there. I think what happens is you have to line it up on these 4 pins right here along the edge of this little rectangle. All right, there we go. I can actually see it now. So you just want to kind of force it through here. I might have gotten it. what I decided to end up doing in order to try to get it to fit in there better was I took this actually apart and just, let's see if I can end up fitting it through there without having to worry about that. What is this? I kind of sprayed it with some detailing spray and see if I can get some leverage in there. Maybe. Alrighty, that definitely wasn't supposed to happen. Alrighty, well now that part is definitely been lost. Oh, I get it. Well, there's definitely not a spring in there for sure anymore. So, my next idea is to just pull this up and just stamp this right back onto there. That one fits right back in there. And as you see, it's supposed to look like that. That one that they sent, that one actually happened to be a little too big for the hole. Alright guys, after some long technical difficulties, I was able to find out what the issue was. So this actual piece right here was far too big for the little opening. As you can see, what I ended up doing and making the solution was pulling this part, this whole system part off of the new part and swapping it with the old one, and got it to fit in there nicely. And this is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to stick out just a little bit. Okay, so you're just gonna kind of shove it right through. This video took a lot longer than I expected. So what you're gonna do now is, now that you've managed to wrist is getting a little sore, but I think we are in position. I think we are still out there. So now what you're gonna want to do is go ahead and plug this in. Make sure you're plugging the right way. You gotta hear that click. Still, as you can see, out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna shut it. Now that we're done with that, we're just gonna go ahead and test it. And oh, wrong one. I'm an idiot. And as you can hear, it's gonna make a sound. It should sound like this. We're just gonna go over there and check to see if the actual thing opened. We'll see. Oh yeah, boys, we're looking good. We're looking good. Look at that, boys. Alright, the very last thing you want to do before you put this rivet in is actually just quickly rewire this light into here. Just gonna go ahead and wire it through this little rectangle in the back of the trunk. I'm gonna go ahead and grab your light. Go ahead you'll see it turn on, but you want to clip it into place, shove it back into that rectangle up there, and then push down. And you'll hear a click, and you're done. And just like that, you are good to go. You know, sorry guys, that looked a little weird. I actually blinded